There is a saying that I have been told many times throughout my journey at Europe. I know that you'll hear it at some point this evening if you haven't already. The saying is about a little bird that is perched in a tree, and that the bird does not worry about the branch breaking, since its confidence lies within its wings and not the tree. I always thought that Randy, our program's director, told us this saying because it was a special memory for him. It wasn't until recently that I realized that I was the bird. I didn't do well in high school. In fact, I hated it. I dreaded going to school each day. I rarely applied myself, and I didn't connect with my teachers, since that they didn't believe in me. My grades weren't good, and I spent quite a bit of time in detention. It was strange to feel like such an outsider in a place where everybody else seemed to belong. During senior year, while my classmates were figuring out what they would do next, I was just counting down the days to graduation. I didn't understand that only having a high school diploma would limit me. After I graduated, I worked dead-end jobs. When I decided that I was done working one, I would just find another. The plans I had for my future were never more than a few months out, with no long-term goals to follow. At the time, work to me was never something that I imagined myself enjoying or being passionate about. So, how did a student who put so little effort into high school and their career become a straight-A college student, an overachiever, somebody who turns in each assignment early? The answer is Europe. This program changed my life. It's truly amazing what a person can accomplish if they're just given the right opportunity, if they know that someone believes in them. It has only been 1 year, and I know that I have made an extraordinary transformation, which all began with an email sent to me from my uncle. The email had information about Europe. At the time, I was working a temporary position as an office administrator. I was getting paid to scan and file papers all day. I knew that I could do that forever, but I applied to the program anyway. I guess deep down, I knew that I wanted more. On the day of my interview with Europe, I happened to be running late, which was typical of me at the time, but never happens anymore. When I called to let Europe know, I was connected to Kim Owens, who I presumed to be the person at the front desk. So I explained to her that I was running late, and she was very kind and understanding, and she just expressed that she was glad that I was coming. I even called her more times. I had sent her pictures of all of my enrollment documents, and later I would learn that she's our program's executive director. During my interview, I was asked about my goals, my past, both with school and work, and what type of support I would need if I joined the program. I never had such a caring interviewer. When I was asked, "Why do you feel like you're ready for Europe?" I said that I was tired of living the life that I had been living, and this was the first time that I admitted that to myself. My first day of Europe, I arrived early, dressed in what I assumed to be business professional attire, but I would soon learn from Katie Varney that leggings are not pants. I was also a bit nervous. Among the dozens of new students, who were all equally as nervous, were the Europe staff, with their big smiles and warm introductions. Within my first week, I quickly began to notice the commitment and support from the staff. This was different than my high school experiences that I had remembered. I knew that they really cared about my success, about how I was each day. They made me feel like I belonged. My teachers cared if I understood the information, and in turn, I cared. I wanted to do well in my classes. I wanted to earn all A's, and I wanted a strong professional brand, and I wanted to try new things. I felt confident. This was working for me. Class 3. You remember, the first few weeks of learning and development were hard. We had to be at school every day, early, dressed professionally, with a notebook and a pen. Most of us worked full-time, and it was tough to adjust, but we did. And as the weeks carried on, it just came naturally. I'd find it hard to believe that today any of us would show up for a meeting without a notebook, or meet someone new without asking them for a business card, or if we can connect with them on LinkedIn. Then, when learning and development ended, we went to internship. A rather intimidating experience at first, but an experience that was so much more than I could have ever imagined. I earned an internship at American Express, and I worked as an automation tester. It was hard, especially at first, but my team was great, and each challenge taught me a lot about myself and just how motivated and capable I am. During my internship, I was fortunate enough to have guidance from Preeti Kanwal, who believed in me from the beginning and never let me fail. There were even times when she made me resubmit my assignments because she knew what I was capable of. But more importantly, she always reminded me to have confidence in myself and in my potential. I'm grateful for everyone who helped us be here tonight and reach this milestone. I'm thankful for each of the Europe staff who pushed me out of my comfort zone and supported me endlessly. For Monica, my program manager, who taught me that change is good and taking care of yourself is most important. For Mr. Smith, who is my favorite teacher ever. He taught me how to stamp out ignorance, and he also told me that I whine too much. And for Lindsay, my coach, who has guided me and been there for me whenever I needed her. And she also attempted to make me vegan. I'm thankful that Europe took a chance with me and gave me this journey, a journey that showed me that I am capable of success, that I'm talented, and that I can accomplish whatever I want. A journey that I felt that I belonged on every step of the way. Now, Class 3, just because we made it to the end doesn't mean that this year was easy. While the Europe staff and our internships team certainly helped us, in my mind, there was no greater support than you all, my colleagues. There were times where we cried, we struggled, and times where we would do anything just to make each other laugh. There were days when we were so tired from working our other jobs that we were nudging each other just to make sure we stayed awake. We held each other accountable and to high standards. We did everything to make sure that we succeeded together. We became a community. We became a family. To my non-Europe family, thank you for supporting me and believing in me. I mean it when I say that I couldn't have done this without you. I'm excited to share with everyone here that today was my first day as a junior engineer at American Express. I'm proud to have a job that I'm passionate about, and I know that I can be in for the long term. So, if you think that you can't do something, you're wrong. Don't ever let others tell you or make you feel otherwise. Think about Randy's saying, never put your confidence in someone else or a branch. Be proud of who you are. Believe in yourself, in your wings. You can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. We, Class 3, are proof. Now I see that in Randy's saying about the bird, we, Class 3, are the bird, and Europe is our tree. Class 3, the next time you doubt yourself, think of that bird, and remember that your confidence remains within you. Your drive, your skills, your talents are your wings. Thank you.